It's more about putting on a beautiful performance for me. Ultimately, I just want people to look back and say that she was a nice person, she was a good person, because everyone has wins and losses, and people at the end of the day aren't really going to remember, well, she won this race, she set this record, but I want people to be inspired by the performance, so be inspired by using their gift. I just fell in love with running because I loved running the laps in PE class, and I was beating all the boys, and I can just remember waiting for that bell to ring for PE, and I would just try to cheat and sit on the edge of my chair as close as I could because I wanted to be the first one out the door. We had no idea. I was only in 7th grade, and we thought, oh, it's just great to make the national meet, and we weren't really sure how I would do, top 10 was great, whatever. My coach would print out the split times and what I'd need to run to win, and I ended up winning the mile and the 2 mile there and setting national records in both, pretty much crushing everyone. After that, we were like, yeah, this running thing, it's probably something that we need to take seriously. My mom was a runner, so it helps that she just understood the lifestyle. She would run 6 miles every day, and for about a year I would get to run 4 miles with her. And then one day on Christmas I got to run the full 6-mile loop and I ran a little bit faster than her. So ever since that time we would just start together and then wave to each other. I would pass her at certain points, and so it was just, that was what we did. The Foot Locker National Cross Country Championship is pretty huge on the high school level. I won it as a freshman, which was huge. I didn't realize at the time, you're kind of naive to it. In junior high, I had a great coach, Coach Burt, and he would always just say, just keep smiling, and that was the most important thing. I think he wrote me a note that I had on my wall forever that said, don't train too hard in the off season, keep breaking records, but most importantly, just keep that smile. My mom would always tell me, don't cry because you're wasting energy. You're gonna get sick. You're gonna burn yourself out for running. So you're not allowed to cry. The day that my mom passed away, I flew back from Pittsburgh and I met my dad that morning. They picked me up from the airport and we got home and he said, oh, you probably want to go run. So I just went out and ran, and that was the best that I felt in that 24-hour period. There have been times throughout this past year where I was out running, I just had to stop. A lot of people don't see that, and I think that's what I was really proud of in Chicago, is that I sort of had this numbing effect till Boston, where for some reason, I don't even know, looking back on it now, how I did all that, but I was just so laser focused on Boston, and my mom had known about that, so it was a goal that we had to do together. So I did a lot of reflection, a lot of meditation, and came down to the beach a lot and journaled, and I'm really proud of that. Looking back, people see the performance, but there was a lot of days where it was really rough. I wear my mom's engagement rings when I race or when I run, especially when I race. I really feel her, so I think that's why I've become so good at racing lately, because it's sort of an addiction in a good way. No matter what, it really helps me if I'm feeling down or feeling good, so it's been a constant, which I'm thankful for, and I think that was a gift from my mom. So it's just a lot of work that went into that, just out of love, and we loved it. When times get tough in the marathon, I would think we're doing this, we work too hard for this, we have a lot invested in it, and so that's just a source of motivation for me. there is that switch where you gotta want it and you gotta be a competitor, and some of the stuff that they tell me to tell myself in my mind I don't do because it just doesn't work for me. Like I can't be mean, so I do it in terms of being excellent. So I really like if I can do that and just put on, it's more about putting on a beautiful performance. There is that new level of confidence as I run each marathon, which is really cool. It's always hard, but that to me, the second one was really proving to myself that I really was a marathoner, because you can have one good race. People often will run really fast in their debut and never run that sort of time again. So to have 2 really fast marathons was really huge. In 2020 is a huge goal and it's coming up quick. We have video of me in 4th grade saying, "What do you want to do?" "Oh, I want to make the Olympic team." And you're just a little naive kid and have no idea what it takes and how hard it actually is. Hopefully in going into 2020, I'm one of the favorites to win the trials and to make the team, and to actually, I want to get a medal in the Olympics. Finishing stretch in Chicago where I'm just digging deep and giving it my all, I've gotten people saying that I've thought about in my own life, what do I need to dig deep for? What is it that I'm passionate about? What do I really need to give those extra few inches and seconds for? And it just gives me goosebumps to think about that, because that's what really elevates us all as human beings. And if we're all like reaching so hard to achieve our potential, then it just creates those exciting and special moments. So that's what I want to be remembered for, is just inspiring people, being a good person, and just at the end of the day, just those great inspiring performances.